Hello, good afternoon. It's 5 minutes past midday, and this is Baina Midday News coming to you live from Benab House, Atomic Junction, Medina. Coming up this afternoon, Agenda 111 to boost employment with 67,000 new jobs, says President Akufo-Addo. Also, position NDC most likely to win December elections, pitch solutions. And on the international front, Russia and Ukraine exchange 95 prisoners in a United Arab Emirates blockade deal. Remember, the news is also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube at Baina TV. Do stay with us for details of the stories. Now, starting off with some health stories, President Akufo-Addo has announced that the government's Agenda 111 hospital project will create approximately 67,000 jobs upon completion. Highlighting the significance of the project, President Akufo-Addo emphasized that each hospital capable of employing over 100 people marks Agenda 111 as a transformative initiative.
During the commissioning of the Adanse North Hospital in Fomena, Ashanti region, President Akufo-Addo confirmed the government's commitment to completing the hospitals. He revealed that there is an average number of 120 workers of each construction site, and when completed, an average of 559 persons will be employed in a district hospital, 1,343 in the regional hospital, and 947 in each psychiatric hospital. This, according to the president, means that 67,635 people will be employed in the Agenda 111 hospitals.
It's worthy to note that the constructions of these hospitals are being undertaken by indigenous Ghanaian contractors who have provided direct and indirect jobs to many Ghanaians. There's an average number of 120 workers on each construction site, and when completed, an average of 549 persons will be employed in a district hospital, 1,343 in a regional hospital, and 947 in each psychiatric hospital. This means that 67,635 people will be employed in the Agenda 111 hospital.
The Agenda 111 Hospital Project, a flagship initiative of the New Patriotic Party government (NPP), aims to significantly enhance healthcare accessibility across the country. Meanwhile, President Akufo-Addo has inaugurated the 120-bed Fomena Hospital project in the Adanse North district of the Ashanti region, marking the end of a prolonged delay in its completion. The project, which was initiated in 2014, faced multiple postponements due to funding issues, leading to concern from residents of the Adanse traditional area who urge authorities to ensure its completion. At the inauguration ceremony on Wednesday, President Akufo-Addo emphasized that the completion of the hospital was a testament of the government's commitment to providing modern health facilities in accordance with current healthcare standards nationwide.
Meanwhile, the Roundtable Dialogue, a social purpose think tank, has asked smaller parties and independent aspirants to come together as a third force in the December general elections. The RTD said that was the only way they could present voters with alternative to the New Patriotic Party and the National Democratic Congress. Dr. Ofosu Baako, secretary of the Roundtable Dialogue, made the call at a press briefing in Accra on Wednesday, July 17.
According to Dr. Ofosu Baako, the emergence of many political organizations and independent aspirants indicated that many were disgusted about how the country had been ruled over the past 32 years. He said in order to resist and overcome oppressors' rule, Ghanaians desire one consensus presidential candidate who will contest the 7th December 2024 elections against the NPP and the NDC candidates, as well as one consensus parliamentary candidate in all the constituencies to contest against the NDC and the NPP candidates. He noted that currently 14 groups had signed a memorandum of understanding with the RTD to help provide an alternative for Ghanaians in the upcoming elections. He encouraged all like-minded people to collaborate with the RTD and share their thoughts, resources, skills and strengths to win the parliamentary and presidential seats for the country. Mr. Esplo Nanikofi, chairman of the RTD, said the strategy was not new and that it had been tested. He said in the 2020 parliamentary elections, the strategy was implemented in 2 successive elections in South Dai. He said it was the success at the local level that had boosted the RTD's morale to test the strategy at the national level. The roundtable dialogue facilitates the formation of special purpose vehicles to tackle specific issues on leadership, governance, decolonization, and development in the collective interest.
Also, research and data firm Pitch Solutions says the governing New Patriotic Party will be defeated by the opposition National Democratic Congress in the December 7 general elections. The London-based firm, which has been consistent with its forecast since last year, argues that 54% of respondents surveyed tipped NDC's candidate John Mahama as the winner in the upcoming presidential elections.
Speaking on the media review for Sub-Sahara Africa, Michael Kruniger, who is an associate director, country risk at Pitch Solutions, explained that the current state of the economy will play a significant role in the choice of voters on December 7th. He said the opposition NDC has a stronger chance of winning the upcoming general election compared to the ruling NPP, adding that recent polls consistently place the NDC ahead, with the most recent survey showing 54% of respondents favoring the NDC. Mike Kruniger also noted that multiple surveys have shown that economic management and job creation are going to be the most important issues during the election for voters. This, according to him, will put the ruling NPP at a disadvantage given the economic challenges that the country has faced over the last couple of years. He explained that the policy direction of the country will not change under the NDC government. According to him, a Mahama-led administration is also likely to continue with the International Monetary Fund program initiated by the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government.
And in other stories, the Volta Regional Youth Wing of the National Democratic Congress has expressed disappointment in attempts by the University of Health and Allied Science to confer an honorary degree, doctorate degree on President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The group has called on UHAS to desist from proceeding with the conferment, urging the Vice Chancellor to withdraw what they term as an unmeritorious and undeserving honor.
In a statement, the Volta Regional Youth Wing of the NDC threatened to embark on a series of demonstrations if their warnings were not heeded. The group say it is totally disappointed by the University of Health and Allied Sciences UHAS proposal to confer an honorary doctorate degree upon President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, demanded the Vice Chancellor and the University Council cease all actions towards the undeserved conferment immediately. They argue that the President's policy and actions have undermined the welfare and development of the region, and therefore he does not deserve the proposed honorary degree. The group further dismissed claims by UHAS authorities that the New Patriotic Party secured funding for the Chinese Phase 2 project, contradicting the university's assertion. The NDC Youth Wing described the assertion as infuriating and unacceptable, adding that the UHAS was established from scratch by the Mills Mahama-led NDC administration, who provided the vision, resources, and initial development, making UHAS what it is today.
And now in business, the Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana has announced a 15% increase in transport fares effective Monday, July 22. The association cited the rising cost of fuel as a primary reason for the fare hike, with some oil marketing companies now selling products at prices exceeding 15 Ghana cedis. They added that increased prices of essential items such as spare parts, crucial for the transport business, have further necessitated their decision.
The public relations officer of the Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana, David Agbado, expressed concern in an interview with the media in Accra on Wednesday, July 17, about the adverse effects these rising costs are having on the transport sector. He emphasized that the fare increase is just given the current economic pressures. According to Mr. Agbado, drivers cannot continue to absorb the escalating fuel prices, which are significantly impacting their earnings, and so will be increasing transport fares by Monday, July 22nd by 15%. The fare increase is seen as a necessary measures to ensure the sustainability of their operations amidst the rising costs. Several oil marketing companies, OMCs, have increased their prices at the pumps with the start of July 2nd pricing window. Shell, one of the leading OMCs, has raised the price of a liter of petrol from 14 cedis 80 pesos to 15 cedis 10 pesos, and a liter of diesel from 14 cedis 92 pesos to 15 cedis 25 pesos. More OMCs are expected to follow suit and adjust their prices upward soon.
And on the international front, Ukraine and Russia have exchanged 95 prisoners each, officials in both countries said on Wednesday, as part of a deal brokered by the United Arab Emirates. The prison swap was the 54th since February 2022 and came 3 weeks after the last exchange. The exchange was mediated by the UAE for the 6th time this year.
Ukrainian President Zelensky confirmed the Gulf states' involvement, writing on Instagram that 95 members of its defense forces had been liberated from Russian captivity. The Russian Defense Ministry expressed its gratitude to the UAE for its mediation efforts. Ukraine officials have said that over 3,400 people, both civilians and military, have returned from Russian captivity since the start of the conflict. According to the UN, most Ukrainian prisoners suffered routine medical neglect, severe and systematic mistreatment, and even torture while in detention. There has also been isolated reports of abuse of Russian soldiers, mostly during capture or transit to internment sites. The Russian Defense Ministry said the freed Russian soldiers will be flown to Moscow for medical treatment and rehabilitation.
And now in sports, Asante Kotoko defeated arch rivals Hearts of Oak in a thrilling match to claim the first ever Democracy Cup on Wednesday night at the Accra Sports Stadium. The game was held to celebrate 30 years of parliamentary democracy in Ghana. The victory not only brought prestige but also secured Asante Kotoko a ticket to the United States to face Major League Soccer side DC United at a date to be announced by the organizers.
Both teams entered the match after a disappointing season and were eager to restore their fans' faith ahead of the 2024-2025 season. Asante Kotoko took the lead in the 30th minute with a penalty converted by Justice Blay. The Porcupine Warriors maintained their 1-0 lead into halftime. Hearts of Oak equalized after the break with a header from new signing Asamoah Boateng Afriye. The goal was controversial as Kotoko's goalkeeper Frederick Asare was injured in the process. However, Kotoko regained the lead when Peter Amidu capitalized on a defensive error by Hearts of Oak to secure a 2-1 victory for the Kumasi-based side. This win provided a significant morale boost for Asante Kotoko as they prepare for the upcoming season. Meanwhile, Hearts of Oak continue to struggle and must find solutions quickly to turn their fortunes around.
And this is all we have for you on our midday news. For more stories, log on to our website, bainamultimedia.com. I'm Khadija Kubra Kailani. Have a good afternoon.